Welcome, this is Pastor Keith with Movement Towards Christ Church. And today we'll be talking about devil worshiping. Yes, devil worshiping. Satanism, or whatever you want to call it. You can reach us at www.movementtowardschrist.com. That's www.movementtowardschrist.com. Now, we're going to speak today. Well, you can reach us on any podcast, of course. Please invite your friends, relatives, neighbors, anybody who would like to listen to the word. We're going to do an anti-God segment today. And of course, this is on Satan and Satanistic worshiping or devil worshiping. Now this has been around for a long time, but now, people are a little more organized and don't go to the houses and sit in the corner and have candles and think about Satan, honor Satan. So we know Satan's a fallen angel. He was in heaven. He was in heaven, but he wanted power. He wanted more power than what God had. So he blasphemed against God all the time, and that's why God kicked him out of heaven and sent him to the lower parts of the earth. But when something happens and God seems to fail you, it's just a test. But these tests really incline people to turn someplace else, to leave God's side, to go to somebody else and go to somebody else powerful that may or may not be able to help them. And the devil is one of them, because the devil entices you all the time to come into the darkness, to come to his side. Now, there's a lot of books now that delve into devil worship, and you can find quite a few of them on Amazon.com. Devil Worship, the Sacred Books and Traditions of the Yazidis. Lucifer Rising, a Book of Sin, Devil Worship. The Satan Bible in Wikipedia. And on and on and on. And Satan is on why everything you think you know about there. It's on and on and on. You can find out about Satan worship. Barnes & Noble, Devil Worship, the Sacred Books. Well, that's the same thing you can find. But, you have read Devil Worship online by A.E. Wright. And that turns into modern Satanism. And there's a lot of books and a lot of resources, and there's even a church that believes in Satanism. It's a Church of Satan, and they say they don't believe. It's a religious organization. They said they don't believe in Satan, but they believe in something that moves you. They believe in this, called skeptical antheists. They're against God. They don't believe. Atheists. They don't believe in God, but they're skeptical about God's existence, and they don't believe in God. So of course they believe in other things, as Satan as an adversary of good. So there's a lot of things we can go to and talk about Satanism and how it grew and grew and grew, and of course we live in a world that's not right, and everybody that doesn't believe in God doesn't mean they believe in Satan, and doesn't believe we don't believe they worship Satan, but they don't believe in God. And of course, in the Bible, if you don't believe in God, you don't believe in Satan, because Satan is a fallen angel. And if you don't believe in the devil, you don't believe in God, because these are unseen forces, and you have to have faith that that God exists. I don't believe that. Well, there's a lot of people that believe that have faith in the devil, because his works all over the world. He's started wars and killed people and all. Well, he didn't actually kill people, but he puts thoughts into your head that are sinful and evil, that might cause you to commit a sin against God. And of course, there's a lot of verses in the Bible which relate to devil worshiping. In Matthew 4:10 it reads, "Then Jesus said to him, Begone, Satan, for it is written, You shall not worship the Lord your God, and him only shall you serve." You shall worship the Lord your God, and him only shall you serve. But he said, "Begone, Satan. Be gone," because he didn't worship God. He didn't believe, he wanted to be, like I said, he wanted to be stronger than God. Now in 1 John 4:1 it reads, "Beloved, do not believe every spirit. Best test the spirits to see whether they are from God. For many false prophets had gone out into the world." And you have to understand, you have to know when you're talking to the right God, the only God, and not one of the devil's millions or the devil himself. Because the devil always tries to impersonate the Lord, so you can come to his side thinking that this is the all-powerful God. Now in Revelation 12:9 it reads, "And the great dragon was thrown down, the ancient serpent, who is called the devil and Satan, the deceiver of the whole world. He was thrown down to earth, and his angels were thrown down with him." And that's what I said. He was an angel, but God threw him back down to earth. Now in Romans 10:9 it reads, "Because if you confess with your mouth that Jesus is Lord and believe in your heart that God raised him from the dead, you will be saved." In James 4 it says, "Submit yourselves therefore to God, resist the devil, and he will flee from you." Resist the devil and he will flee from you. Now the devil worshippers want the devil inside of them. And just like we go to church and speak about God, they go to their church and speak about the devil. And that's why they buy the books, and they supposedly live in darkness, and they're against what God has to offer them in their lives. Remember James 4:7, resist the devil. Resist the devil. And you just have to be watchful, because in 1 Peter 5:8 it reads, "Be sober-minded, be watchful. Your adversary, the devil, prowls around like a roaring tiger, seeking someone to devour." And the devil wants to devour you in his darkness. In Revelation 21:8 it reads, "But as for the cowardly, the faithless, the detestable, as for murderers, the sexual, immoral, sorcerers, idolaters, and all liars, their portion will be in the lake that burns with fire and sulfur, which is the second death." So if you are a Satan worshiper, you follow the fallen angel and his minions and his angels, Satan or the devil, then you will land in the lake of fire with him and burn for your second death. Now, in Revelation 20:10 reads, "And the devil who had deceived them was thrown into the lake of fire and sulfur, where the beast and the false prophet were, and they were tormented day and night forever." You will be tormented day and night forever. Now, 2 Corinthians 11:14 reads, "And no wonder, for every Satan disguises himself in an angel of light." For even Satan disguises himself. He wants you to believe in him, so he disguises himself as the angel of light. The angel of light. Now, Luke 13:16, "And ought not this woman, a daughter of Abraham, whom Satan bound for 18 years, be loosed from this bond on the Sabbath day?" In Isaiah 14:12, "How you are fallen from heaven, O day star, son of dawn, how you are cut down to the ground, you who laid the nations low." in 2 Corinthians 2:11, so that we would not be outwitted by Satan, for we are not ignorant of his designs. We know if we know it's against what God has said in the Word. We know it's the darkness. We know it's Satan that's provoking you to be a devil worshiper. We are tested every day as Christians to walk into the darkness, and the longer we stay, the more apt we are to become a devil worshiper, because we're in it for so long, and we begin to like it, because they say that evil things are always nicer than the good things. The pot, the killings, the murdering, the sacrifices. They make it big when they sacrifice to Satan. It's an honorary thing. They meet in the woods, they burn fires and torches, and they do all this. You see this on movies. Now, what I believe is everything, not everything in movies, but most things that they write in movies are actually factual. Remember, stay within the Lord's context. Don't leave his sight. Because if you do, you might land up and be a devil worshiper. This is Pastor Keith with MovementTowardsChrist.com. That's MovementTowardsChrist.com. And you can reach us at any podcast venue. And we want to just ask you to invite your family, friends, and peers to come listen to the Word as it is in the Bible. Praise be to God.